Squad, this is my brief for the mission and concepts of the operation for our operation. Alpha team, we up. Bravo team, we up. Weapons team, we up. Alright, so our mission is 1st Squad, 1st Platoon, Charger Company, 1st and 5th Infantry Division, attacks destroy Objective Phantom, no later than 2200 August 24, in order to deny enemy influence on the battalion, decisive operations. Once again, I say our mission is 1st Squad, 1st Platoon, Charger Company, 1st and 5th Infantry Division, attack destroy Objective Phantom, no later than 2200 August 2024, in order to deny enemy influence on the battalion, decisive operation. The purpose of this operation is to deny enemy influence on the battalion decisive operations. We'll accomplish this mission by conducting infiltration. Decisive to this operation is undetected movement to, maneuver to, and occupation of all positions. This is decisive because it enables the element of surprise on the objective. The risk assumed, we are traveling through an enemy screening element, which could lead to detection, allowing for enemy IDF on us. We'll mitigate this risk by traveling through dense vegetation, minimizing LDA crossings, using deliberate LDA crossings, and through the weather. So our assault element is going to be Bravo team. Their purpose is to deny access to the enemy PPA-87 mortar. Our support by fire element is going to be the medium machine gun team. Their purpose is to support the assaulting element, Bravo team. And then finally we have our Alpha team as security. Their purpose is to protect Bravo team and the machine gun team. For our end state, we want the Objective Phantom cleared. That's our terrain. For enemy, we want North Torbian forces in the zone without access to the PP-87 mortar. And then civilian, we want to minimize civilian casualties and damage to infrastructure. And then friendly, minimize casualties, and then position at the patrol base for reconsolidation. For the concepts of this operation, we'll be conducting the operation in 5 phases. Phase 1 is planning. This begins with the receipt of the mission, and the critical tasks are PCCs, PCIs, rehearsals, our op-board brief, and adjacent unit coordination. Phase 2, infill. It starts at the starting point from the patrol base, and will end with the squad at the ORP. Key actions here are undetected movement and our deliberate LDA crossings. Our third phase is recon and isolation. This begins with the squad at the ORP and ends with initiation on Objective Phantom. The critical task here are positive identity of the enemy PP-87 mortar, leaders recon, occupation of the support by fire, and occupation of the assault line. Our fourth phase is going to be actions on. This starts with the initiation on Objective Phantom and will end with a squad reconsolidated at the ORP. The key tasks are PP-87 mortar destroyed and the enemy team eliminated. And finally, for our fifth phase, we have exfil. This begins with the squad reconsolidated at the ORP, and this begins after the assault element assaults through the objective, and will end with reconsolidation at the patrol base. Some key tasks here are rapid exfiltration off the objective to the patrol base and accountability. First, for our scheme maneuver for the isolation phase, some considerations are our weapons control status is going to be tight. We're going to be conducting bounding overwatch, and we're going to make sure that the squad leaders with Bravo team. First, we're going to start with our leaders recon. So for our Gatwa, the going is the leaders recon. Next, we have the Alpha team, Bravo team. The others are going to be the Alpha team, Bravo team, Grenadier, assistant gunner, and then for our time, it's going to be 2 hours. What to do if I don't return? We have the radio check every 10 minutes. If 30 minutes elapse, then attempt to reestablish communications with higher for guidance. If no comms are made with the platoon, just return back to the patrol base. And finally, for actions on, so if there's actions on the leader recon, we need to break contact and fight back to the ORP. If there's actions on the ORP, fight in place and wait for the leader's recon to return. For our secondary Gatwa, we have going is the leader's recon element. They're going to retrieve squad from the ORP. Others are going to be the Grenadier, assistant gunner, and returning with the squad with less, returning to the squad and the Alpha team. Time is going to be 1 hour wet. What to do if you don't return is going to be attempt to contact every 5 minutes with the radio. After 30, if there's no contact after 30 minutes, return the ORP. And if there's actions on, break contact and move back to the ORP. For the phase sequence, the security is going to be in place in here. We're going to move over here. So for the phase sequence, we're going to in place security 1, or at the north. This is going to be our a rifleman and our alpha team leader. This is going to face north in case enemies come from that northern route. Next, we're going to conduct our leader's recon, which will pinpoint the objective. This will in place the security as well, and in place the support by fire element, which is going to be here. And then finally, we're going to in place the security and then return to the ORP. We're not going to place the support by fire. We're going to find the good spot for the support by fire. And then the AG is going to move with the machine gun team to the support by fire mission now. And then the Bravo team leader will move Bravo team to hold at phase line E, which is here, until the support by fire is set. The squad leader will initiate with the M4. So the location of the key leaders during this time: squad leader is going to be with support by fire element, the Bravo team leader will be the assault element, and Alpha team leader will be with strong security. And this phase will end when fires are initiated on objective Phantom. Contingencies: if there's a hard compromise, break contact to the RP. Soft compromise, contact squad leader for a decision via radio. And if there's compromise during the occupation, initiate support by fire at a reduced rate of fire while the assault team fights into position. Moving on to phase 4, actions on the objective. So the squad leader is going to initiate the support by fire from the support by fire position with an M4. Support by fire will engage for 10 seconds while on cyclic, and then after 10 seconds drop to rapid, and then after another 10 seconds drop to sustained. M4s are going to engage targets soft to hard, near to far, open to cover. And then the 249s, 320, and 240s will engage targets hard to soft, and then from cover to open. The assault is going to engage targets as they appear between TRPs 2 and 3. And then after this, we're going to call our shift fire. Squad leader is going to confirm the shift fire, and the support by fire element will then be targeting using target reference points 2 and 3. The assault team is going to conduct aggressive successive bounding to phase line E, and then we're going to call the ceasefire, which will be confirmed by the Bravo team leader, directed by the Bravo team leader, confirmed by the squad leader, as the assault element conducts aggressive bounding through the objective to the limit of advance. And then at this point, we will have cleared the objective, and we'll conduct our special teams actions. The EPW will clear out, search, and confirm that the PPA-87 is destroyed. Key leaders at this time: the squad leader is going to be with support by fire element, Bravo team leader will be with assault element, Alpha team leader will be with strong security, and this ends when the squad is at the ORP. This will end when the squad is at the LOA. And then, so contingencies: if there's enemy reinforcements, we're going to find in place to disrupt, contact higher to receive support and direction. If there's ineffective support by fire, we'll repeat engagement cycle until directed otherwise by the squad leader. Then friendly casualties will do aid and litter and then return with them to the ORP. Finally, for exfiltration, some considerations: we're going to be traveling Overwatch. There will be weapons tight. This will start on withdrawal. The key actions for this phase are going to be rapid exfiltration off the objective to the patrol base and gathering accountability. During the withdrawal, team leaders will get lace reports. We'll treat friendly casualties. Assault will withdraw on a direct route back to the ORP. The support by fire will follow the assault, and then the security will withdraw on notice from the squad leader, with the primary being radio, alternate being shout, and then the contingency being a runner. Once we consolidate at the ORP, the movement to the patrol base will be a squad column fire team wedge, following route Audi as the primary, or route Buick the alternate. Contingencies: if there's enemy contact, we're going to break contact and return to the patrol base. If there's a friendly casualty, we'll commit aid and litter, and then return to the ORP and then to the patrol base with them. The methods of communication for this whole operation are going to be: our primaries is TCN, alternate is going to be FM, Our contingency is going to be our shout or nano, and then our emergency is going to be the runner. And then this phase will end with the squad at the patrol base. Finally, for our coordinating instructions, so for primary, there's the identification of enemy defensive obstacles and AO running, the enemy troop equipment, movement of greater than platoon size, or identification of the HQ-16. And then finally, is the enemy aware of the Charger Company's presence in AO Ronin? For our friendly, we have friendly casualties, catastrophic weapon malfunctions, or elements hard or soft compromised. At this time, for our PCC and PCI focus, we're going to focus on the comms and weapons, and then priorities rehearsal is going to be raids, and then LDA crossings. Priorities of work is going to be security and comms. This time, this concludes my brief. Thank you for listening.